Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel Manas, a Pursuit of Happiness, and this is your Dr. Chitra Arvind. So today I've come with a very important topic which is very important for your physical and mental health, that is sleep. Following your proper sleep hygiene. It's very important because it's one of the important lifestyle activities apart from eating healthy food as well as doing exercises, right? So but now, right now in this generation, younger generation, I've been to a lot of workshops and also in my clinical experience, I've seen and witnessed people not getting enough sleep. That is 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. It's a must for adults. At least 7 to 8 hours you need to sleep. But then now youngsters are actually going to bed by 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. and right from the school times I'm seeing this kind of change in the phenomenon of the sleep-wake cycle happening among our youngsters. So gone are those days where people go to bed early, like 9 o'clock, say 9 o'clock, and get up by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. There are certain segments of people still doing the same thing, which is very good. But then most of them, most of the youngsters at this particular decade are not following this particular sleep-wake cycle, and it's going to create a lot of problems with their mental health and physical health as well, which is going to create a lot of issues in their life also in the near future. But unaware of these facts and even aware of these facts also, it's very difficult for many of us to change this kind of cycle because it's a habit. Sleeping is actually a habit. So when your mind gets set, only by 12 o'clock I can sleep, then only the sleep cycle, you can even feel asleep only by 12 o'clock, till the time you won't. There are people who have told me like they just get so tired until they get sleep also. And if they go to bed also, they roll and they don't get sleep. So insomnia is becoming order of the day not among 60 plus people, even among 20 plus, 30 plus youngsters. So this is a very bad sight. And this is happening actually now, and this insomnia is going to become order of the day in future also if you're all going to follow this very poor sleep hygiene. So, and you also should understand lack of sleeplessness can lead to lot other factors, lot other issues also in our life, because as I told earlier about mental health and physical health issues, the night time what happens is all our chemicals gets restored, the balanced only in the night time, as well as lot of our systems like nervous system, circulatory system, cardiovascular system, everything works in a particular time in the night to restore its balance in the body. But when we don't get that sleep at that particular hour in the night, it's very difficult for these bodily functions to repair itself. And a lot of psychological consolidation of memory and thought process do happen in the night. We are not aware of these facts. And there are many experiments which have proven the fact that people who have not slept in the night, and many of you also would have experienced this, what I'm going to share with you right now. Morning, what happens is when you don't get a good sleep in the night, morning you may end up feeling more irritable and feeling more low tolerance for your emotional control, as well as you will feel more fatigued, low energy, and your concentration, attention, all your cognitive functions will be diminished. And this is also proven by the researchers as well. So in all these ways, it's very important that we improve our sleep routine. And if there is any sleep disorder is there in you, then you need to really get the treatment. But like apnea or snoring issues or any other restless leg syndrome or any other physical health related issue also, some people may not get sleep. First you need to rule out if there are any mental health and physical health problem which is causing a sleep related issue. First we can try these kind of sleep hygiene procedures what I'm going to share with you right now. If it is not helping, in that case maybe there is an underlying issue, medical problem which needs to be addressed. But most of the majority of us can actually benefit from this sleep hygiene which I'm going to share. But even before following these tips, you should be adequately motivated to follow this sleep hygiene. Because there is one attitude which is prevailing among our youngsters. They make this night as a day and day as a night. I'm not talking about people who are working in the night shifts. I'm talking about our college students as well as people who are working. Most of them are actually awake in the night and even ordering foods, and courtesy this Uber Eats and Swiggy, they're all providing foods by 3 a.m., 2 a.m. So what happens is this wrong lifestyle practices is started to prevail, which will have lot of poor consequences for your health in future, very near future. So you need to really address this, and you need to please get motivated to follow a right sleep hygiene. Otherwise you will also end up having insomnia and other sleep related issues which are direct consequences, and many other indirect consequences like putting on more weight, obesity, and other lifestyle related disorders like diabetes, coronary heart disease. Lot of these issues, just to list a few, are on the queue. So I'm not scaring you people, because sleep is very fundamental and important aspect in our life, which we are not giving more importance nowadays. Ask a person who couldn't get sleep for a night, then he will explain you how important sleep is. Okay, so for that we need to improve and gear up our body and system now itself. So let me share some good tips with you to have this proper sleep hygiene. Number one tip is to avoid any kind of caffeine related drinks or nicotine, that is smoking, or drinking alcohol. Okay, so that should be avoided, and that will have a major impact on your sleep, and it will reduce the quality of your sleep as well. Some people will feel like, I've slept for the whole night, but next morning I'm not feeling fresh at all, doctor. I feel like restless, and I feel like I should sleep more. So this is again because you have not rested properly, you have not got a proper sleep, because these chemicals in your body may have an impact on your quality of sleep. So please avoid all these things. Next thing is about having dinner early. So this is again a major habit. Many people are not following it actually. Many people are having dinner by 12 a.m. and 11 p.m. which is very bad habit to start with. If you're going to have food very late in the night, and your digestive system will not function properly if you're going to sleep immediately after the food, that will have a lot of other consequences to your physical health as well. So it is very much advisable to take light food, light dinner at the least before 8 p.m. so that you can go to bed comfortably by 10:30 p.m. And the advisable time, except for people who are working in the night shifts, I would advise by 10:30 p.m. and waking up by 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or whatever time you're comfortable. But one more point here is, I want to insist here, you need to follow a particular time to go to sleep, and also waking up in a particular time. So this consistent sleep-wake cycle will set a rhythm in your mind also, so that you can go to, suddenly you will get this sleep, so the bursts of sleeps at that particular time. So your clock, the circadian rhythms will be so programmed, so that, let's say, like you're every day going to bed by 10:30, automatically you will get sleepy by the time it's like nearing 10:30. So that's very important to have this fixed routine, sleep timings. And the next is about avoiding exercise at least 5 to 6 hours before your sleep time. And it's very important to exercise, and it's going to definitely improve your sleep quality, but then you need to avoid it within the time gap of 6 to 7 hours. Like, let's say, probably you can the latest time you can exercise is before 5 o'clock. After that, please do avoid it. And next important point here is to avoid naps in the afternoon. And many are accustomed to this kind of naps, mainly old age people, and who generally take these naps. I'm not saying totally avoid it. If you really want to take a nap, take it before 3 p.m. Only then you can get that sleep by 10:30 or 11. Okay. And one more important psychological point is, don't fuss or don't be so stressed that I should sleep today, I should get sleep. Because people who are insomnia get so anxious about falling asleep at the night, so they fuss about it in the morning itself. That itself will cause anxiety, and that will create stress hormones, which will not allow you to fall into bed. Okay, so sleep is something very natural. So we just leave it free and don't panic about it. Just do all your work and just wind off, then you definitely will get sleep. And the next important thing is having a pre-routine, sleep routines. What is that? So there is a slight gap between your waking time and sleeping time. So the transition should be really smooth. So what you need to do for that is, you can take a nice warm bath, or read a novel, read whatever books you like, and or watch some TV which is not like more like a thriller sort or more aggressive stuff, but more kind of melody songs you can listen to, or you can watch some comedy programs in TV. All this thing will be like a ritual for you, which you can do every time. It's a pre-sleep routine, we call it as. So this will help you to slow down the system from waking up and slowly taking you to the sleep cycle also. So that you have to do every day. Only then your mind will learn, okay, the so and so is preparing herself or himself to sleep. So that will set a cue for sleep as well. And next important point is to take, for example, your bedroom and your bed where you're going to sleep. don't ever use your bed for any other activities except for sleep. Because what generally people do is eat there, play there, watch movies there, Netflix there, and do all sort of activities, and finally when they want to sleep, it's very difficult. So we call it in psychology called context dependent memory. So we have to keep this bed only for sleep, and people go to bed and spend their hours rolling down the bed and not getting sleep. That will cause a lot of frustration as well. So what I would suggest people is, until you feel really sleepy, don't ever go into your bed. Go on, lie down in your bed. So only if you feel very sleepy, then you have to go to the bed. Maybe the next 5-10 minutes you should really fall asleep. If you're not getting sleep, don't ever lie down in the bed. Get out, go to another room. You can read some books or listen to some light music until you fall sleepy. Only when you fall sleepy, go back to your bed. It's very important. It may be really difficult for people to change this habit, but I would strongly suggest this. Try using this important psychological tip. You'll find it really easy to fall asleep. And one more common tip is, you need to keep your room really dark. And for that, if that's not going to be possible for people who are working in the night shift, really have to sleep in the morning, you can use eye masks and also keep away from sound also. So you can use some earplugs as well. If it's not, if it's not in the right night time, or people who are actually sleeping in the night, make sure that your room is actually very cool, and also it is dim, and also not much of sound is there. And one more important thing is, you should not have clock. I don't know how much feasible it can be, because what happens is, if you wake up by 2 o'clock, then you see the clock and you say, I'm not going back to sleep, it's 2:10, 2:20, so you become so anxious about it. So you need not be a clock watcher for that, for that sake. So even though clock is there, make sure that you don't see that clock. You just keep your eyelids closed and focus on your breath and try to fall back to sleep. Don't get so panicky. If a lot of thoughts are coming to your mind also, practice mindfulness. You need to be at the moment and just focus on your breath, and you'll fall asleep slowly. Still, if you're not getting asleep, what you can do is, as earlier I suggested, come out of the room, listen to some songs or read some books until you feel sleepy, and only then go back. And you can also practice deep breathing. I'll give you a link for the deep breathing, which I have explained in another video. So you can follow that deep breathing as a pre-sleep routine every day also. So you can definitely manage your thoughts and go to sleep very well. And very common tip is to avoid any fluids intake at least 1 or 2 hours before your sleep time. And some people have heard that when they wake up in the midnight, they go to the kitchen and have some snacks. But don't do this. Even if you're so hungry, avoid this, because what happens is, the next day exactly by the same time you will feel so hungry. So because of your hunger, you will not get sleep, and you have to wake up and again feel like eating. So it's going to become like a habit. So make sure you don't eat anything in the night, snacks or some food. So again, it's going to disturb your sleep routine. So in this video, I've explained the importance of sleep as well as how to develop a good sleep hygiene. It's very easy for me to share the tips. I know it's very difficult for you to follow these tips, but I can assure you that if you're really motivated to make sure your sleep is going to be good, you will have a lot of good benefits to reap. For example, the next day is going to be a highly productive day and highly energetic day. Just imagine, you can have a lot of emotional control, and your health also will be perfect. And 6 to 8 hours of sleep, if you could make it as a habit for the next 21 days, you need not put any extra effort like I've been explaining in these tips. It will become just automatic, and you will very easily go to sleep. And I know you're jealous of some people who can get sleep when they really want, just like that. So you can also be one of those people if you follow these tips. So all the best for getting that nice good night sleep. See you people in the next video. Bye.